Hello everyone, my name is Heather from the channel Bookables, and today is National Tell a Joke Day. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to share with you some amazing rom-coms that are perfect to read on this day of National Tell a Joke Day, as well as anytime you just need a funny rom-com in your life. These are great for you. But either way, since it is National Joke Day, of course, we got to start off with some cheesy jokes because it wouldn't be National Joke Day without them. Oh, I was curious if you knew why the book went to the doctor. Any guesses? It had a broken spine. I know. I'll be here all week. I'll be all here all week. Stop. If you want some more cheesy book jokes, stay tuned. First book I have to share with you guys is Meet Me at the Wedding by Georgia Toffolo. In this book, we follow Lily, who is planning her best friend's wedding. Everything is going great. It's held at this beautiful estate home, and then suddenly the estate owner dies, and he leaves his son the estate, and his son cancels all the events, everything that's going to go on with it. He wants to sell the estate and just be done with it. Lily's like, oh, this is my best friend's wedding. I'm planning it, and she tries to convince this guy, only it's not just some random guy. No. It is a guy named Henry, who she knew 10 years ago and who she last saw 10 years ago on one night that changed everything, the trajectory of both of their lives, and they haven't seen each other since. So obviously there's some bad blood. Like I said, Henry just wants to sell the estate and move on, and he needs Lily's help to do so. Lily will help him with one caveat. She will still be able to plan her best friend's wedding, and it will still happen at the estate. If he can agree to those terms, she will help him. And he does agree, and so they have to work together. And of course, old feelings resurface, a lot of wedding mishaps, second chance love. You get it. It is a perfect book to read if you're looking for an amazing rom-com. I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella is a hilarious book that is perfect for National Tell a Joke Day. We follow Poppy, who is just living life. Everything's going great for her. She has a great job, she has great friends, and now she has a new fiance that she's just in love with. And then one day everything changes. She goes to this conference, and in one fell swoop with like a fire alarm, she loses her cell phone and her engagement ring. And she's like, great, like what am I gonna do? Somehow through all this scuffle, she randomly finds a cell phone that somebody just threw away, and she's like, great, I could really use a cell phone right now. But some guy named Sam keeps calling it, and she's like, what do you want? He's like, well, this was my assistant's phone, so technically it's my phone. I need it back. And Poppy's like, well, I need a phone. How about, if you let me have the phone, I'll try to help you with work and stuff. And so they kind of just carry on conversations to get to know each other more, and they argue a lot, but then she starts to question everything about her life while talking to Sam, whether or not her job is really what she wants to do, whether or not her fiance is really right for her. Kind of like a love triangle, if you will. Poppy's kind of second guessing herself. And oh my gosh, this book is full of so many mishaps. Poppy loses her phone, her engagement ring. A lot of funny things happen. This is a hilarious book and a perfect book to read for this particular day. Speaking of this particular day, I have another great and awesome joke for you. Why did the bird fly into the library? Because he was looking for bookworms, of course. I know, that was a pretty good one, right? Next up is a rule book for restless rogues by Jess Everly. This takes place in London in 1885, and I should say this is a follow-up to The Gentleman's Book of Vices. This is all about David and Noah, who have been best friends ever since they were young. Now they're kind of all grown up, and they have very, very different lives. Noah is an up-and-coming, promising young tailor, and David runs an underground queer club. Everything is going great until suddenly it isn't. The building that David has his club in is going to sell, and David really doesn't want to lose his club, so Noah kind of comes in and helps him. So while they're in the midst of trying to save this club from the building not being shut down, Noah starts to think that maybe he has more feelings for David than he let on, and maybe suddenly they're not just friends. Friends to lovers with some crazy shenanigans on the way. This series is really all about finding yourself, and it's a great series to check out, trust you me. Moving on to Ciao for Now by Kate Bromley. Violet is turning 30 and has a mountain of student debt following her. And she just really can't catch a break, but that is until she lands this amazing internship for an up-and-coming fashion brand in Rome. Ooh, how exciting. She thinks this is gonna be her new chapter, and not only that, with this new internship comes a new competition where the winner gets the ultimate prize, a job at a New York label. So Violet is thinking, this is my new chapter, this is everything's gonna come up roses, everything's going great for me. And then it doesn't. One day on a typical coffee run, she has her coffees, and then what do you know, she spills them on this random guy's laptop and destroys it. Only it is not some random guy. We should know that from books by now, shouldn't we? Only it's her professor's burly and mean son, Mateo. Mateo does not not like Violet at all, and he keeps running into her, and now she has ruined his laptop. They keep getting pushed together, and it's really not going well, and then suddenly maybe they start having feelings for each other. Who would have thunk it? The more time she spends with Mateo, the more time she's getting distracted from her task. With this amazing competition slipping out of her grasp, she has to make some really hard decisions. She has to decide whether to say ciao to Mateo or ciao to her dreams. It's a very hard decision. Fashion antics, hate to love, traveling in Rome, what more could you want from a book? You know, spooky season is right around the corner, literally. It's knocking at our door. So speaking of spooky season, I have a joke for you. Do you know what witches put on their bagel in the morning? Scream cheese. I really like that one. I really do. So since spooky season is back, you need to check out The Witch is Back by Sophie H. Morgan. This is all about Emma, who was born in witch society but never really quite fit in. And then her fiance just kind of leaves her up and out of nowhere. And she's like, you know what? That's it. That's the last straw. I am done with witch society. Like, it doesn't accept me. I don't accept it. Like, I'm done. I'm going to go lead a human life. And she does just that. She decides to go lead a human life, and she opens up her own bar called Toil and Trouble. I guess witches can't hang up their broomsticks after all. That was just an extra one for me to you. Then one day, Bastien, her ex-fiance, walks in and declares he wants her back. He had his reasons for leaving all those years ago, but he can't quite share them with Emma, which is like, really? But he can try to win back her heart. Now, magical contracts are not easily broken, but as far as Emma's concerned, not even a marriage of convenience will have her fall under Bastien's spell again. Sounds amazing and witchy and perfect for the spooky season. Since we're on the topic of spooky season, you also need to check out The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. Viv is a witch that had her heart broken many, many moons ago, and she does what any witch does when her heart gets broken. She has bubble baths, sad music, vodka, and, you know, also casting a curse on said ex-boyfriend, you know. Typical stuff. Viv knows she shouldn't have cast a curse, but she thinks there's nothing that really could come of it. It's not a big deal. Now, years later, Rhys is back in town because he is a founding father of the town, and he has to recharge the magical ley lines that run through the town. Only when he steps foot in the town, things start going horribly amiss. Suddenly, Graves Glen is under attack from murderous wind-up toys, a pissed-off ghost, and a talking cat. Some really interesting things to say. Viv knows it's because of her curse she cast on Rhys all those years ago, so she has to come clean and she has to help him figure out how to get rid of said curse. Of course, when they team up together to do this, old feelings come to resurface. It's your classic second chance romance with a witchy and spooky vibe. All right, are you ready for my last amazing joke? Are you ready? What do you call a dog that can't bark? Any guesses? A hush puppy. I know. You're sad the jokes are over. It's okay. Maybe I'll do them again soon. Either way, they were pretty fun, right? Now, speaking of dogs, I had a reason for that joke. My last book I have to share with you guys is Confessions of a Canine Drama Queen by Stephanie London. We follow August, who is so good with animals, everyone calls her the Manhattan Dog Whisperer. Now, she may be the dog whisperer, but she is horrible with men. She follows for all the wrong ones, and it all started with Keaton years and years ago. And Keaton isn't just some random guy. It is the older brother of her best friend and the biggest jerk of all time. Keaton is an emotionally closed-off widower who works on Wall Street and never does anything for anyone unless it's his little sister. Now, his sister asked him if he could help her wrangle her dramatic husky at an up-and-coming dog talent competition. He has to say yes because it's his little sister. He obviously has no idea what he's doing and he's way over his head, so he decides to ask August for help. August reluctantly agrees because she loves dogs, she loves her best friends, even though she does not like Keaton in the slightest for what he did to her all those years ago. But of course, as the weekend goes on, they have a lot of fun together with the dog and all the competition, and maybe she starts thinking, is Keaton a new man or is it all just a facade? A dramatic dog, a fun dog competition, and a second chance at love? All signs point to an amazing read. So that is all of the selections I am sharing with you today. I hope you liked my somewhat funny jokes. After all, it is National Tell a Joke Day, so I figured why not? I thought they were funny, but then again, I like really corny and cheesy jokes. I hope you check out some of these amazing books. Also, leave some of your favorite cheesy jokes below. We can just laugh at them together because I know we all have some that other people don't know about. Let's share them in the comments below. Again, my name is Heather from the channel Bookables, and I will see you again really, really soon. Have a great day. Bye.